What is up, everybody? Here with another episode of Did These Movies Make My Collection? I got 5 more titles here that I've watched recently to see if I wanted to keep them or sell them. All of these are keeps. But the first one I got was Season 4 of 30 Rock. Watched it to make sure the discs work, and now I have the entire series of 30 Rock. So very happy to have that. Not the greatest show, but still good enough to, the later seasons, probably from season 3 on, were better. Seasons 1 and 2 were not good at all. But that just kind of shows you gotta kind of have to gut it out with some of these TV shows for a couple seasons until their characters start to catch. But happy to have that in the collection. The next one actually kind of surprised me. This was a complete blind buy, and that was Boy Meets World, the first season. Was not expecting to like this at all, and I actually turned out to like it a lot. I can't wait to watch the rest of this show to see if they're just as good as this season. But as it stands right now, I'm going to keep this season. Comments down below if you've ever seen this show before. Next one was a movie I had never seen before, and that is The Royal Tenenbaums. This is the Criterion Collection release. I got this in a mystery box. This was not one I went out to go and try to find. The cast is quite impressive for this movie, but it's a Wes Anderson movie, and I'm not a huge fan of his. At least I think it's Wes Anderson. But yeah, this is a movie about characters who are very, depressed and just kind of monotone through the whole movie. Gene Hackman was probably the most lively character in this movie. But it's like, why would you care about characters who don't care about themselves, kind of thing, especially when it's every character in the movie. So it makes it kind of hard to watch. It's beautifully shot. I won't deny that. Unfortunately, the story is only somewhat interesting. But I'll keep it just because I don't own this one, and it's interesting enough to where maybe one day I'll actually want to go back and watch it again and give it another shot. But I wasn't over the moon over this movie. The next one was Little Miss Sunshine. Again, got this in that same mystery box. Quite a cast for this movie. I'm a huge fan of Steve Carell. And this movie, like the previous one, was only average. Steve Carell carried this movie by himself because everyone else was not that good at all. I mean, let me know if you think something different about this. Oh, it had 4 alternate endings. How can you have alternate endings to this movie? Wow. I might have to go back and watch those because I did not watch those. Maybe there's a better ending out there. I don't know. But, yeah, Steve Carell and Paul Dano are probably the only good characters in this movie. But, again, going to keep it just because it was somewhat decent. And to see Steve Carell do a decent job. Worth keeping. And this next one is another very average comedy movie, and that's A Haunted House. With these parody comedy movies, they're starting to get really kind of dull. They're not done right. They're just kind of half put together. Since The Naked Gun and the first couple scary movies, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these movies just because they're usually not done right. And this one is no exception. I guess there was a second one. Comment down below if you've seen that, if it's worth even checking out or trying to find. But that does it for this video. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I am also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.